Hi there, future teacher, and welcome to lesson number 1 of our Praxis 5005 test prep lesson, here to provide you with a full refresher for all of the science types of topics that you will likely receive on exam day. If you're not already enrolled into our full test prep, click the link in the description below to get instant access to all of our study materials. That's going to help make passing your Praxis simple. Without further ado, let's begin this lesson. Hi there, future teacher, and welcome to this Praxis 5005 exam preparation lesson covering the topic of Earth science. This video is proudly presented by teacherpreps.com. Get ready as we start with the structure of the Earth system. Earth, our home planet, is uniquely designed to support life distinguished by its complex internal structure composed of various layers. Keep in mind that each layer possesses distinct physical and chemical characteristics vital to the overall function as a dynamic system. Pause the video here to examine the different layers that you can see on your screen right now. All right, let's go on forward. The Earth's surface is full of diverse landforms and has about 70% of its surface covered by water, earning it the nickname the blue planet. Now let's discuss the layers of the Earth, starting with the crust, which is the outermost layer, forming less than 1% of Earth's mass and about 0.5 to 1% of its volume. The next layer is called the mantle, which extends to 2,900 kilometers below the crust. The mantle is rich in iron and magnesium, and it's characterized by the convection currents that facilitate the movement of tectonic plates. Moving on, the core has two parts. First is the outer core, which is liquid and composed of nickel and iron. Then we have the inner core, which is actually solid despite higher temperatures than the outer core, and this is due to extreme pressure. Now, let's go ahead and talk about different geological features that you'll want to be familiar with for your upcoming exam. Starting with tectonic plates, the lithosphere is divided into multiple tectonic plates with interactions causing earthquakes and volcanic activity. The movement of Earth's liquid outer core generates a magnetic field essential for protecting the Earth from harmful solar wind. Meaning, if you receive a question on test day asking you how this magnetic field helps maintain Earth's atmosphere, look for an answer option that discusses the safety of solar wind or from solar winds. Now let's go ahead and look at the process of Earth's systems, beginning with an introduction to Earth's different spheres. The Earth is composed of various interconnected subsystems known as spheres, which work together to maintain the planet's diverse ecosystems. Understanding these spheres is essential for comprehending how the Earth functions as a system, as well as to answer your upcoming exam test type of questions. So let's discuss this topic now. First up, let's talk about the lithosphere, which includes all of the solid parts of Earth, such as mountains, valleys, and continents. This part is made up of landforms which are visible features on our Earth's surface. The lithosphere provides the foundation for all other spheres and supports various life forms. Our next sphere is the hydrosphere, which, as you can tell by the name hydro, encompasses all of the aspects of water on Earth, such as the oceans that we have, our lakes, as well as glaciers. 97% of Earth's water is salt water in oceans, while fresh water exists in aquifers, rivers, and lakes. The water cycle involves the continuous movement of water through evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff. The hydrosphere is essential for all life forms and regulates the Earth's temperature through heat distribution. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the atmosphere, which is the layer of gases surrounding Earth. Our atmosphere is primarily nitrogen, which is actually 78%, and then we also have 21% of oxygen, with traces of other gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor. Our atmosphere includes several layers, with the troposphere being the closest to Earth, where most weather changes occur. The atmosphere protects life by providing breathable air and moderating the planet's temperature. The biosphere consists of all living organisms on Earth, including plants, animals, and microbes. It interacts closely with other spheres by using resources like water, sunlight, and minerals. Moreover, Earth has different climates around our planet, and each, such as rainforests and deserts, support life onto them too. The last sphere that we'll talk about in this section is the cryosphere, which consists of the frozen water parts of Earth, which include ice caps, glaciers, and permafrost. If a question pops up on your test asking how the cryosphere helps keep Earth's temperature in check, keep an eye out for an answer that mentions it reflecting sunlight. This is because the bright ice and snow send a lot of the sun's rays back into space, helping to cool our planet. The cryosphere also acts as a storage of water that feeds into our sea areas of freshwater. Now it's time to move on to biogeochemical cycles, which describe the movement of elements like carbon and nitrogen among different types of systems that we have right here on Earth. We'll first discuss the carbon cycle, which you'll want to know for your test, when it comes up to the biological pathway. So, carbon is absorbed by plants from the atmosphere. It moves through the food chain and returns to the soil upon decomposition. In the geological pathway, it involves the long term cycling of carbon through rocks, fossil fuels, as well as Earth's interior parts, too. With all that being said, the human impact is that burning fossil fuels, we understand, releases significant amounts of carbon dioxide, influencing the global climate. Let's talk about the nitrogen cycle next. It starts with special bacteria that grab nitrogen from the air and turn it into a form that plants can use too. See, when animals eat the plants, they get this nitrogen from them. And after plants and animals die, they decay in the ground and the nitrogen goes back into the air. And this whole process keeps repeating. Now, let's look at the interactions between our different spheres. Earth's spheres do not function in isolation, but instead they interact dynamically together. Activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and pollution have significant impacts on each of Earth's spheres.